Hello YouTube and welcome back to old Flads. This is 7 Days to Die and I've just survived my second night. I managed to stay alive, God only knows how. I was actually held up in the top of that building, as you can see. I was actually trying to make a way out until I've realised that I couldn't actually drop down there. This is the damage that the zombies did over the course of the night to this house. They smashed the crap out of it. Fortunately, see there's a little bit of a horde there. Fortunately during the day these guys are pretty easy to get away from. Relatively low danger levels. At night however, well, just imagine that was me that was getting smashed up like that. What we are going to be looking at today is basically I'm going to take you through the basics of what's been going on. I have played a little bit. Wow, this house got barricaded in. They tried to survive. It didn't work too well. The barricades are up in there. I'm going to take you through a few of the basics on what's been going on. Like I say, I have been playing a little bit because there's so much to try and figure out in this game and try and learn. It's very difficult. It was very difficult for me just to jump straight into a let's play and like go, well, what am I doing here? Because I literally would have been wandering around for 20 minutes trying to find out what the hell was going on. Screw you, you frickin' hilly. Christ, he took a beating, didn't he? That was with an axe. Wow. The difference between this game and DayZ, apart from the fact that DayZ is obviously a multiplayer game, is that apart from fat buggy zombies, is that the zombie threat in this game is genuine. It's a real threat. Wow. Oh my god, there's a basement. Not a lot in there. Not a lot in there. Are these coming in? Fuck you. Oh, wow. Didn't expect you to hit me from there, to be honest, buddy. Let's get out of here. The beauty of the voxel-based game, of which this is that everything's destructible. So you want to get out, you can open the door, of course, or you can just blow a hole in it. Now, this is the submachine gun, and it's actually an incredibly difficult thing to use effectively. I'm going to burst fire it and just show you what I mean. The recoil on it is insane, and it's not a very, very efficient zombie killer. Unless you get headshots, of which aren't particularly easy. I did not know there were basements in this game as well. Let's go check out. That's brick. That obviously doesn't break down very easily. Have I got... I need a sledgehammer to get through that. Where's my shovel? I've been crafting a few bits just to sort of practice the crafting, and I'm going to give you a proper look at crafting later on. Can I get into that from inside the house? This game is, like I say, it's in alpha, but there is so much to this game. Right, this is how we get down here. There's so much already that to sort of do and see that you wouldn't really expect. Like, I remember when Minecraft came out in alpha, and it was just like a shadow of what it was now. And I don't mean that as in, oh well, it was in beta, it was in alpha, so it wasn't a lot to do. There really wasn't a great deal to do. Crafting was very limited. Crafting in this is fairly extensive, if somewhat buggy at times, I must admit. But it makes for a really, really entertaining... Where are those fucking zombies? It makes for a really entertaining learning curve, which is probably the most important thing with an alpha, is that the learning curve has to be there to sort of hold you for as long as possible. But we are now in this. This is sort of a built-up town as we'd know it now. There's currently no shops or anything like that to loot, and as you can see, we're not really aiming for the ultra-realistic, but nonetheless, if you compare it to Minecraft, for which it sort of is working its basis around with regards to its crafting. I know people are going to say Minecraft didn't start crafting and they didn't start voxel and sandbox. I know that, but from the standpoint of what this is, it's very definitely that sort of thing. Now, what they've managed to do is, with the way they've worked the textures, is they've made everything look very realistic. In as much as most voxel games can look very sort of blocky and sort of odd, if you know what I mean. We have got the blocks here. It's just the texture packs, and the grass looks amazing, and it just makes for a really entertaining, really sort of immersive type of experience. Now, one thing I must say is that I don't want to get caught outside in the open after about 8 o'clock. Like I was saying before, the zombie threat in this is really, really, really real. And if you do get caught outside before 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock, you've got to have a lot of bullets and a lot of water, because you're going to need to be replenishing your stamina regularly. Now, one of the cool things that this game has is a gravity system, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to show you this by collecting some wood. So if we go up to this tree, it does take a while to knock it down, and believe me, if you tried to punch this, it would take about 200 punches, and that takes a long time to do. So you can craft these axes, which give you a better... Christ, that came down on top of me. Yeah, so there you go. That's the... I need to chuck something out of my inventory, I think. What don't we want at the moment? Hubcaps make bombs, so we're going to keep those for the moment. Glass jars I can use with cactus. This is all things that I sort of learned, because I started off in the... Hopefully that's going to have got rid of that. Yes, it has. Okay, so we're going to collect this pine wood. I started off in the wasteland, like a burned out area. And it actually, wow, there's a lot of wood in this tree. This is the advantage of actually getting trees instead of picking up dead wood, which you'll actually find in the scrubland. So when I started out in the wastelands, it was actually really difficult to find anything other than the odd car. I found a gun, a few bits and pieces lying about, like with rubbish and whatnot. But you do search through rubbish. Everything gets searched through. No stone is left unturned. And you sort of developed skills where you had to learn what things were very quickly, or else you died very quickly. These little things like purses. Why can I not pick that up? Oh right, it's in my main bar. Was that chicken this time? That same as that? Chicken rations. Beautiful. Gotta love a bit of chicken rations. Water is important, but because of where we are at the moment, it's not too important. Well, we're gonna have to. I think we're probably gonna have to stay here for one more night, and I could probably show you the zombie threat as well. That'll be in episode 2, I think. But for now, this has been 7 Days to Die. This is the intro to what is going to be a concurrent Let's Play with Mercenary Kings and also Ace of Spades. So I hope you look forward to seeing some more of this. I hope we get used to. I hope we'll be able to actually craft our own base. That's going to take a while to do. I'm going to have to do some mining. I'm going to have to do some farming. I'm going to have to just work really hard. And hopefully we'll get there and we'll build Fort Flads. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been 7 Days to Die. I've been on Flads. Cheers and goodbye.